because I have a couple of examples. Yeah, okay, I know one woman, incredibly rude, and to be very honest, she's one of my exes. And incredibly rude, speaking loud on the phone. She had all the kind of characteristics, a whole set of them, that are so overboard that I would, you know, if somebody has one of those characteristics, you know, speaking loud in the bus or in restaurants, you know, then it's already for me a no-go. But this person did it so all over the top. She actually had so many check boxes. All the things that I really would never like when somebody would do it, let's say half work. And because of she did it so much over the top, and also she started lying a lot, and everything always becomes full circle. No matter how long you think you can put on your mask and just fabricate everything, again, deceiving, you know. Let's stick around this topic again, deceiving. But the thing is, this woman was doing everything so over the top that I actually admired, you know, her dedication. But this is the thing, it was her character, and she didn't do it on purpose to actually deceive me. It was, you know, she had a very colorful youth and everything. I know about that. Of course, not everything, but you could see it. And but the thing is, that's another thing. I'm very attracted to people with a colorful past. You know, you can hear it. You can hear it about the voice. You can see how they move. And people who are very, very, very tighting, you know, wearing suits and lick ass the whole day and talk through a script. You know, that those people, in general, the majority, 99% of those people never even got bashed in the face. For example, you know, does everybody needs to get bashed in the face? I don't know, but I think it doesn't hurt anybody. So you understand what I mean. So people who try to play it safe and in the meantime generate cash through actually on a daily basis deceive people, wearing suits, make up or follow kind of scripts, luring people in, and in the meantime there is no humane connection, which actually, what I believe in, also leads to don't feel real fulfillment in life, which actually is, I believe, the main purpose. Because sooner or later reality is gonna hit you, and you look in the mirror and you think, yeah, god damn it, my whole life I'm just, you know, just try to not to thrive, but just to stay alive a little bit, you know, have a woman, knock her up, not to be too happy, talk about happiness to the world around them. I have another contact, and I don't talk a lot with him, but it's always about how happy it is. But in the meantime, I also have to listen about his ex-girlfriends. If you're really happy, that's what I think, you know, people who really thrive or strive for happiness, if you're really that happy with your woman or your spouse, and because I'm a guy, I'm talking from a guy's perspective, but if you're a woman, you say and you have to constantly tell all your girlfriends, all your, if you're men, your friends, how happy you are, well, I don't know. I don't think that you're so happy, especially when it comes along with a couple of other things, talking about other girlfriends, you know, how many girlfriends you had in the past. If you're really that happy with your current spouse, you don't even think about it. And when I'm in a longer, let's say, commitment, I'm not doing anything what I should not do. And I'm very honest about this. The thing is, when there's an agreement, okay, we can do a little bit willy-nilly, then the agreement is willy-nilly. So, and I'm capable of sticking to it. See, there's another thing. A lot of people also talk about this. Let's say you're a very young guy and you're all smooshy wooshy with the first girlfriend that you actually ever kissed in your whole life, and now you're happy together. I don't believe in this. And I said this before, you know, you tried Coca-Cola only and Pepsi is the worst, because you don't know. You really don't know. And how actually how high is the level of real quote-unquote happiness, you know, the depth of your relationship. I don't believe in this, because you have to fail multiple relationships in order to make the next one happier. When I, you know, I'm actually at this point in my life that I'm very aware always. Also with my longest relationship last year was 8 months. It started the year before that. The thing is, I already could see it goes nowhere, but I was thinking, keep your calm, Nolan, and because then you will be also a better man for the next person. And that's how I think. I learned, because that person started lying and actually beat up a cat. I have proof of this, and that's actually pretty Spartan. I'm actually thinking to make a video around it, because that would be a hit, I think. Because anyway, so that's how I approach relationships. I'm 46, I don't want to say experienced, but I'm very aware about what not to do in a relationship. Also how to speed up the breakup. Yeah, just walk away. When it's about this woman, about who beat up her cat, when I walked away, she threw out my suitcase because I lived with her. And the thing is, and then she threw the cat also after me. I laugh about it, and then now magically the cat disappeared. Because, with all my exes, I can always drink a coffee with them if I bump into them. There's never hate or even a single fragment of a feeling. That is also, for me, I'm very black and white. I'm not gonna try to swirl and get back with each other, because, once it's done, and I think there are signs already up front, that you can see that the relationship already ended. Now, when a woman shouts or whatever, and it's the end. I'm not also not gonna neglect any kind of those red flags, shouting in public, and I think that's pretty real. And I think also that's one of the reasons that I can still sit. I can sit with everybody, I think. I'm actually thinking now about it. Even a couple of weeks ago, she needed a little bit help on the balcony. Do the balcony. Fucking mess over there. But anyway, I just hanged up something on the balcony, and that's it. Then I said bye. No feelings, just help out. That's it. And this is not about, that I'm always still hanging around with exes. No, not at all. I even prefer to avoid it. But if that we bump into each other, I got nothing against anybody. No, there's not one single ex. Well, what I don't like is more man relationships, and I'm not saying this in a gay way. Friendships, when they changed past events, and then they also, and that is again deception. When they talk about, first of all, they would say, because I'm talking about one guy, he said, what are you talking about? See, and this is what I thought about, what I would ask. I would say, oh, I don't remember that. But I see, but I'm not like this. But I would say, I don't remember that. Can you refresh my memories a little bit? See, and when I also mention events, there are always other people involved. And those people do remember, and there's only one person who was actually the main character and forgot about it. And this was about a gangbang. His ex-girlfriend, or a girlfriend at that time, did a gangbang. Yeah, what happened in Holland with 1, 2, I think 3 other people. They were actually good friends of mine, but I chose the relationship with this main character guy who forgot everything. 20 years later, cost me my relationships with the other people. And that's another thing, right? That's why in the beginning I talk about red flags of people, and that you should take care of it. Just get rid of those people who actually show signs of deception from the beginning, because people don't change. The small amount of people is maybe 1 point or 0.001 of the population that actually wants to change. So, you know, do you want to feel lucky, or you want to keep your life clean? So like I said with this gangbang story, now he forgot about